price action are essentially gambling with their finances. Here's how I know. Hello fellow traders, I'm Trader Tom with over a decade and a half of experience, as well as the founder of Simply Forex Trading Academy. I'm opening the doors to just 20 ambitious traders for my elite weekly masterclasses, where you get the chance to join an inner circle where ordinary traders turn into market experts. Dive deep into the art of price action trading across 4 intensive sessions. You'll emerge with ability to spot high probability trades, execute with confidence, and achieve consistent gains. Secure your spot immediately. Don't miss this exclusive opportunity to kickstart your journey. Can't wait to see you in class.
Yo, traders, how are we? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Simply Forex. Trader Tom here. Welcome back. Guys, today is all about news, and more news, right? So, you know, it's just going to create very volatile, tricky trading conditions, okay? So let's start by looking at the news. I know I'm not even saying hello, and I'm just diving straight in and not messing around. But I will say hello shortly. Yeah, so guys, yeah, please come and say hello. Please ask as many questions as you like. Yeah, don't be shy. Come say hello. But guys, I just want to show you the economic calendar. I'm sure you're aware of this. Half past the hour, we've got all this CPI figures coming out. So, you know, very important, guys. Yeah, interest rate at CPI inflation figures, basically. So these are, you know, super duper important. And we'll play guess the news game when these come out. We'll see the reaction of these on some US dollar pairs and predict what the outcome of this news was. So yeah, we'll do that. You know, and if that wasn't enough, later on, guys, yeah, we got the FOMC interest rate decision, the Fed interest rate decision. Okay, so we got that at 7 o'clock, and then 30 minutes later we've got the press conference. So, you know, days like today tend to be very slow, not too much going on in the market, and everything's just waiting for this, guys, really. First of all, it's waiting for the CPI. The CPI may even have a bit of a muted reaction because, again, the market is waiting for all this news coming out at 7 o'clock. And this is London GMT, 7 o'clock. Yeah. It's actually 10 o'clock out here. So, you know, doesn't get any bigger than that, guys. I am in a trade, actually, guys. I'm in euro pound, right? I'm trying to sell this trade. Let me just explain this trade first, and then we'll say hello to everyone and take your questions. Also, guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've had a haircut. Nobody said, Tom, lovely haircut. Yeah, so yeah, there you go. I've had a haircut, trying to make myself look younger. Impossible. The editor makes me look younger. The editor's job is, I'm always like, don't make me look like an idiot. So yeah, there you go. That's the editor's job. Anyway, I digress. So I am in euro pound sales, all right? Because if you look at the day chart, we're in a downtrend, right? Clearly in a downtrend. You know, bearish, you know, and we have a bit more room to move into, okay? Now, I'm hedged in this trade, okay? And I'm going to show you pretty much the idea of hedging, right? In its very basic form. Okay, so I basically started entering in here, guys, all right, because we had actually had a break of this low. It's not that easy to see, guys, right? But if you follow H1 down, right, loads of nothing, price action, then bang, we broke this low, yeah, with these candles here. I then waited for the news to come out. We had euro news and pound news. Okay, and then started entering here, all right? And I just put my stop above this last H1 high in here, all right? But I actually use a hedge. So this is a buy order. And everything, and I'm selling here, and everything was going great guns, guys. Yeah, we got a nice big bearish candle. We had this candle that, you know, continued to break these lows. You know, I was literally a few pips away from hitting target. But this, you know, this sums things up at the moment. You've got to laugh, otherwise you'll cry. But this sums things up at the moment, guys. Price has now shot back up and taken out my buy order. Right, so right now I'm in a sell order here and a buy order here. All right, and we're only talking a small amount of pips, but it doesn't matter. That's still 1%, right? Because it's euro pound, euro pound doesn't move many pips. So if you like, guys, this H1 trade has failed. Right, because we've had a H1 structure break. Yeah, this level that we thought was holding didn't. All right, okay, but now if we go to the H4, yeah, we've got this H4 level that I can now take a look at. Yeah, if we follow the H4 structure, you know, this is where we're at, right? So if price retraces in here, yeah, we get a bearish reaction, then I will close my buy hedge, put a new buy above here, yeah, and then look to take price lower. So all hedging does, guys, is just give you another opportunity to take the same trade as long as you have another setup. All right, and that's where I'm at with euro pound. We shall see how it plays out. All right, if it starts breaking this level, I'm not really interested anymore. It's breaking a H4 level, right? And it might have some more room to the upside. So if we drop down to the H1, yeah, all eyes for me are now on this level, and let's see what it does here. So there you go, guys. Right, let's say hello. Let's see who is in the house now. Syed, hi, how are you? CJ, how are you? Fancy any US dollar pairs? We'll take a look at them, CJ. Right now, I don't, you know, even if I did like any US dollar pairs, CJ, I'm just not going to trade them, right? All this news coming out is severely going to affect the US dollar, if not all pairs. But we can take a look at a few US dollar pairs. Michael, hi, how are you? Father Sunglasses, investing with Ian. Brett, how are you, mate? CJ, Tom, Euro New Zealand is coming to a really nice level to sell. Of course, we have the elections at the moment, so maybe not one for this week. All right, let's take a look at Euro New Zealand. So we'll take a look at a few US dollar pairs and Euro New Zealand for CJ, who is no longer the birthday boy. We've already had 8 weeks of that. And Father Sunglasses, is the editor also a trader? He is not, Father Sunglasses. He is, he's a very creative chap who's in like marketing and things that are creative. That's all you need to. I don't know anything about him. I'm only joking. But no, he's not a trader. He always has loads of questions about trading, which I enjoy. And sometimes his questions create content for us. You know, something that I may take for granted. He's like, you know, how does this work or how does that work? And then sometimes we create content from it. So he's interested in the subject, but not a trader. Right, okay. Okay. The F stood for a slightly different word. I get it. It stood for fudge. Anyway, right, let's look at Euro New Zealand. And yes, you are right. This is retracing to a very nice level. And obviously this was a trade idea for today as well, guys, right? So yeah, we like this level, CJ, right? First and foremost. And on the day chart, this was one of my trade ideas for today, right? We're clearly in a downtrend and we still have more room to move into, right? And as CJ said, you know, we do have the European elections, but generally speaking, it has meant euro weakness, right? And this trade would be with this euro weakness. If we drop to the H4 now, yeah, there is a very nice level. So once price gets to a nice level like this, what are the things that I'm going to look for? So these are pretty much all my entry possibilities, I would say. Okay, so obviously right now nothing is telling us to sell euro New Zealand dollar. Let me have a quick drink. I'm very parched today. It's because it's about 50 degrees outside. If you want to come to Dubai, guys, bring the sun lotion. You will fry like an egg in about 30 seconds. So yeah, what do I want to see? So let's look at H4, H1, and even the M15 for how we could enter this, right? These are the things I would want to see. So first and foremost, let's say we get a nice big, not this candle, but maybe the next candle is a big bearish H4 candle that looks like that, right? I would be happy to sell that just as a H4 trade, right? Price does this, comes back up. We're still in a H4 downtrend. We get a nice bearish reaction. We could start selling here, stop above here, look to take price lower. I would take some profit at these lows, leave some profit to run. All right, so that's the H4 scenario, as simple as that. Okay. The next one would be the H1, right? And really, what I need to see at this level is a structure break, right? So you can see H1 broke this level, right? Now we're in a H1 uptrend. So let's say price now used this as support. Let's say price did this, which is highly likely. And then we got a structure break, right? We broke this low, yeah, put out again. I would enter on the H1 according to that, right? I would start selling on the break, put my stop above here, look to take price down to here. Okay, that's the second scenario of how I would enter. The third scenario is the M15, but what I would like to see with the M15 are two things. So on the H4, let's just say we get, maybe not a super bearish reaction, but we get a bit of a doji, for example, yeah, at this level, right? It's not super bearish, but if I get a candle that tells me, buyers have slowed down, okay? So something like that, perhaps on the H4, then I would go to the M15. And again, I would just look for a structure break. So let's say M15 carries on doing this. Yeah, we start to get our doji, look something like this. A nice level for us appears, yeah, and bang, we get a break on the M15. All right, again, start selling here, stop above here, take price lower. All right, guys, so they're pretty much what I'm looking for in terms of an entry, really. There's, rarely will I just enter a level, right? I need to see a breakdown in structure, yeah? I need to see a breakdown in trend, or I need to be with trend, right? They're your two options, guys. Excuse me, itchy eyes. So they're your options, guys. And there's nothing better than a structure break to give you, it's the best indicator, yeah, to tell you sellers are in control in this situation. So yeah, CJ, we really like this level. We will keep an eye on this level with hawkish eyes. Shreyas said Euro New Zealand also seems to be near a weekly monthly support. It does, Shreyas. Yeah, I'm fully aware of that. But I would say price has a little further to go, right? Just a little bit. Yeah, you can see price here, even here. I would say it just has a little bit more room. Okay. The market will tell us if it doesn't have any more room, right? If we get this weekly candle, if we end up getting a wick like this and a candle like that, then of course I'm not interested, right? But if we keep getting daily candles like this tells me perhaps we can take it a little bit further. All right, but yeah, Shreyas, good point, but fully aware of that. Yeah. Right, what else are we looking at here? Father Sunglasses, how often do you have hedges which go wrong or you have to close the whole trade? So a lot recently, Father Sunglasses. Some of you may or may not be, understand hedging, right? And it's something I always do. I always enter a buy hedge or a sell hedge instead of a stop loss, right? A lot of the time recently, I have just been using the sell hedge or the buy hedge as a normal stop loss. Okay, so let's go to the euro pound example, right? So this is a perfect example. I have started selling here. Okay, my target was down here, right? And okay, we'll have a look at New Zealand CAD. Yeah, we'll have a look at that in a second. All right, and my take profit was here, right? As you know, I put this trade in the VIP Discord, right? Now, I could put my stop loss up here or hedge, whatever you use. So this is a hedge. I could put my, let's put H for hedge. I could put my hedge up here, right? But then the risk to reward really doesn't make sense, right? But I could and just build this trade. Now, what I've done is not said to myself, the market is showing me that this level here, right, is the last H1 high. Yeah, it's hit here, and hit here. It looked like it could potentially be holding, right? Now, I'm in a buy hedge here. I will only, to continue to hedge, it needs to make sense. Okay, so I'm happy to let price come against me and see what happens at this level. Okay, if I get a big bearish candle like this, I will close this buy hedge, put a new buy hedge up here. Okay, and then see if price comes down to our target this time. At this point, you could add to the position if you wanted to, right? Now, with regards to today, that's as far as I'm willing to go with my hedge. Okay, best case scenario, it comes down, hits target, you feel like a genius, right? Worst case scenario is price shoots up, we get a big bullish candle, and it takes out my buy hedge again. At this point, I will stop trading this hedge for today. All right, because it's broken H1, and at this point, it would have broken H4. That is a H4 break. So I don't want to keep pushing it, right? My trade for today is over. I'm not out of the trade, but it's over. Okay, and then all I'm going to do, guys, right? Let's say we end up getting a worst case scenario. We end up getting a green candle like this. Yeah, this suggests price wants to push up a little bit higher. And then let's say we end up getting a nice big bearish red candle. Yeah, that looks something like this in this downtrend, right? Then I'm interested again. I will revisit my euro pound sell trade. Yeah, and again, once I get a big daily candle like this, maybe we don't, maybe price keeps doing this, right? But if we do, then I will apply the same logic. I want to get out of my buy hedge because we are in a downtrend. All right, and I'll approach it another day. Yeah, you need to be very patient with hedging. I've been in hedges for weeks before, right? Like, it didn't work out today, I'll come back to it later. Okay, so, you know, it takes a lot of discipline and patience, and that they can run on for weeks, and maybe that doesn't suit you. Okay, and you know, and hedging isn't for you, right? But it's just how I trade, you know, every single time. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Father Sunglasses. Yeah, and sometimes I will just close a hedge like a normal stop loss. I just don't like the trade, you know, or H4's broken or whatever. So it's really dictated by what the market tells me to do. Okay, so, and I don't analyze it all, right? I don't have the time. I don't want to, right? I don't have the time to analyze every hedged pair. Yeah, so is a, you know, a case by case basis, but on the whole, yeah, hedging is a technique that I use that adds a few percent every year to my bottom line. All right, so I hope that helps. Okay, so we've got another good question here, guys. Before I do, let me have a quick drink. And if you haven't already, guys, please come join the channel. So subscribe to the channel right now. Also smash that notification button so you receive an alert. And if everyone could please smash the like button. And also, while I'm at it, guys, let me just mention a few things. So if you haven't joined our trading community, then please do so, right? We've got like-minded traders sharing knowledge, ideas, trades. So come join the free Discord channel. Create a username, come in. Simple as that. Also, guys, we right now we have the VIP Trading Academy, okay, and we have free access to the VIP Trading Academy if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers, and our brokers are very good. Yeah, we've done our homework. Right, and in the VIP Trading Academy, you get access to me, as in you can ask me questions if you need help with anything. You get access to my trade ideas plus other experienced traders' trade ideas. You also get access to numerous tutorials to help you understand trading, guys. All right, so check that promo out. Also, on the 24th of June, we are going to begin a beginner's masterclass. All right, the idea is to give you everything you need to know about price action so that you can place a trade with confidence. Right, there is only 20 seats for this beginner's masterclass. So if you're interested, please click on the link in the live chat. And this is also free if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers. And finally, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can. You can become a Simply Forex YouTube member. Check it out now. Right, investing with Ian. We've got a question here. Hi, Tom. Yesterday you said you trade the London Open and finished trading before the New York Open. Just wanted to know if there is a reason for this, e.g., is the New York hours too volatile? It's more of the New York Open is volatile, right? There's no two ways about that, okay? And I reckon if you did a bit of research and trades you had open while the New York Open happens don't necessarily work out, right? But that's not why I don't trade the New York Open. And I do trade the New York Open. It's more of a case for me is setting my boundaries in terms of time and trading, right? So, you know, I will look at the New York Open today, for example. Yeah, I haven't looked at the charts much today. You know I've got my Euro New Zealand trade that I'm interested in. I'm in this Euro Pound trade, but yeah, it's not anything. It's just that I don't want to be trading all day. Yeah, I normally get up during the sort of middle of the Asian session, and I really want to be done before New York Open. But by the end of this live stream, to be quite frank, it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes I see a setup in the New York Open, but generally speaking, it's about boundaries of my time and my personal time. Okay, so it's more of a case of that. But New York Open is volatile. Yeah, and it's going to be super volatile today. CPI, Fed interest rate decision, hold on to your hats. Right, we've got 5 minutes before the news as well, guys. Ian also asked, or you're not used to trading the New York hours, or is your strategy based on London hours? It's not a case of that either. Yeah, my strategy is my strategy. It doesn't matter if it happens in the Asian session, London session, New York session. You know, a setup is a setup, regardless of time. It's purely that. Yeah, I just don't want to be trading all day. I don't want to be trading. You know, when the New York opens here, it's around 5 p.m. my time. That's the end of the day for me, really. Okay, it's more of a case of that. Michael, I hate the hot weather. Michael, do not come to Dubai then. Hey Noor, how are you? How's the boat coming along? I hope we're building that. Right, Real Trader wants to look at gold. Okay, so let's take a look at gold, guys. And we'll also see the reaction of the news here. So gold, right, is, you know, the weekly chart, everything is telling us that price, look, I mean, just look at these wicks, look at this candle, look at this candle. Just up here, there is lots of gold selling pressure. That's not me imagining it, that is fact, right? Just look at these candles, look at those wicks, look at this candle, look at this candle. But on the weekly chart, we are yet to break structure, right? We're not making higher highs. Yeah, that's a bit of a red flag. The trend is slowing down, if not changing. Okay, and then also, you know, but this low is holding, right? So we are really in an uptrend range. Okay, and normally when I'm in an uptrend range, I want to trade the bottom of the range up to the top, right? But why don't I want to do that? Just look at that weekly candle. That is a very negative bearish beast. That's what we call it, a negative bear, an NBB, we're going to call that. That's the quick acronym I'm going to use there. So that's the problem we have. If anything, you know, this selling pressure is telling us that this could break, right? And we take it down to the moving average 20 perhaps. You know, that's what that's telling us. But I wouldn't trade that until we see a break. Yeah, let's say we see a candle like this. Yeah, then we got room. Then we're off to the races to the downside. Okay. So yeah, lots of good information on that weekly chart, right? Now, if you drop down to the day chart, we are in a downtrend. And this just goes to show how tricky and volatile this pair is. Like, look at this. So we was in a uptrend, broke that low, so a downtrend, making just sideways price action. Okay, it's got this sideways price action. It breaks up, builds up, okay, but straight into resistance. But we're in an uptrend at this point, and then it shoots back down, breaking these lows, and now it's in a downtrend. That's how volatile gold is at the moment. It's changing daily trend within a day, right? But, you know, well, no buts, we're in a downtrend. Yeah, we're in a downtrend. Okay, we're getting lower lows. We're obviously at an area of resistance here. Yeah, guys, I'll come back to this gold trade, and let's have a look. Let's just drop down. I'll come back to gold. Let's have a look at euro US dollar. Because a lot of people today have been asking me, right, let's have a look at the reaction. Okay, So US dollar weakness off the back of that CPI thus far. Do people still use words like thus? I don't think so. I mean, obviously we're going to see US dollar weakness across the board. If we look at pound US dollar, everything's slowed down. Right, why is my computer stopped? Yeah, look at that. So we had a few questions today. We have within the VIP Trading Academy, we have a news straddle strategy. Not easy to say after a few beers, that one. And it's looking like the news straddle will work very nicely here today. So obviously US dollar weakness. Let's take a look at the figures. They should be worse than expected, right? And they are all worse than expected. Yeah, look at those. Just red, red, red. All right. And, you know, obviously that's led to some US dollar weakness, guys. Every one of them, you know, they're not big misses. Yeah, or just by 0.1%. All of them just by 0.1%. But the fact that they're all negative, okay, is obviously giving, yeah, real weakness to the US dollar. Let's go back to gold now and see what reaction we've had on there. Okay, and obviously gold is gaining, well, it's not gold gaining strength, it's US dollar becoming weak. That's what it is, okay? So there you go, guys. That's the reaction of the CPI. I'd be surprised to see this reaction carry on, right? Because we've got the interest rate decision from the Fed later on. So I think you're going to see a reaction, and then you're probably just going to see a bit of a muted reaction after that, really. And you know, everyone's waiting for the Fed. But let's go back to gold now. All right, let's go back. Well, let's go back to the day chart. So, you know, let's imagine, let's just really zoom in, and let's remove this gray zone. Right? Let's imagine we don't know that's there. If that support zone wasn't there, and we've broken these last lows, we've retraced to this gray zone through here, yeah, I'm looking to sell this in here somewhere. Yeah, that would be a good sell trade, right? But as we know, yeah, if we draw back in our gray zone, we know this is a good weekly support zone. Okay, so that's the problem with it, guys. Yeah, we know that's a good weekly support zone. So, you know, I want to see a break of this weekly support, and then I think we've got some very good sell opportunities. Okay, we could, you know, if we ended up getting a real bearish candle, look something like this in here, we could potentially take shorts back down to this low as well. All right, so my bias is to sell gold, and that's on what the weekly and daily chart are telling me. So the fact we are in this zone, let's delve a little bit deeper to see what we want to see. So H4, okay, I really don't like this structure because H4 is in an uptrend, right? If we look at H1, okay, we've just had that news. Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult to get a read on this, guys, because of that news. But generally speaking, I want to see just down structure, something like this. Okay, and then we can start selling it. So there's gold. I hope that helps. Who asked for that? Real Trader. I hope that helps. What else are we looking at? My God, everything's going off. Let's take a look at a few. So New Zealand CAD, I was interested. Okay, so that's flying. Okay, so that's had a real positive impact on New Zealand. Or is it Canadian dollar weakness? Some of these cross pairs are interesting. So are we seeing, yen strength, or is this Canadian dollar weakness? Let's have a look at another Canadian dollar pair. It's looking like Canadian dollar weakness here. Yeah, so let's have a look at the economic calendar. There was no Canadian dollar news there, but the Canadian dollar has got weak off the back of that. Okay, let's have a look at EuroCAD. Yeah, so we've seen some real Canadian dollar weakness as well as US dollar weakness. Interesting. Yeah, so Canadian dollar pairs, there's some weakness running through the CAD. Right, what else were we looking at? Sayed, what about this hedging strategy? Simultaneously buy and sell a pair, then after determination of winner side, we can close the loser side. Are you telling me that's an idea, Syed? So Syed's suggesting, like, I believe this is what you're suggesting. We just enter a buy and a sell simultaneously. We're going to buy and sell this. And then once price shows us a direction, we can, perhaps close the sell trade. Yeah, I mean, there's no need for that. As soon as, let's say, price shows us a direction, just buy it. We don't need a sell trade as well. The only time I would need a sell trade is if my idea is wrong, right? If we started buying here, yeah, my sell order would be in here. Yeah. If it goes up, hits target, great. If it doesn't and comes back down, I will reassess this trade another day. All right, so I think that's what you meant, Syed. I hope that answers your question. Right, what else are we looking at? Heath, very good afternoon, Heath. How are you? Nor, the boat is almost ready for our Caribbean trip. Brilliant news, Nor. I cannot wait. Just come pick me up in Dubai, and then off we go. Or I can fly to you, no problem. Nor, I am in. Let's have a look at our Euro New Zealand. Oh my God, see, look at that. Okay, makes this hedge a little bit tricky now, guys. Yeah, but look at this. This is frustrating, guys. Like, so, CJ mentioned it earlier. We have been slowly waiting for price to come up to our grey zone, hits our grey zone. We've been waiting patiently all day for price to come to that zone, and then one piece of news, bang. You don't really have a trade, right? It's come down and hit the target. Yeah, so yeah, Euro New Zealand, for me, the trade is over. There's no trade there anymore because, as we alluded to earlier, it's at weekly support now. Look at that. All right, so Euro New Zealand trade is no longer for me. What else are we looking at? Yes, Brett, the new straddle there would have worked nicely. Yeah, it's tempting, isn't it, to do this new straddle on more important news pieces? I know you've back tested it, Brett, as well, but there you go. Shreyas has made 70 pips. Very nice off the back of news. Shreyas, are you using the new straddle? Was that a new straddle strategy, or just hope the news goes in the right direction? Right, what else are we looking at here, guys? We had a pound Aussie dollar. Okay, so again, pound Aussie dollar is at a really nice level still. Yeah, if we look at pound Aussie dollar day chart, right, this is where we're at. Could this be a nice push off? Yeah, this is the weekly chart. If we look at the daily chart, okay, so yeah, I mean, if we get a nice bullish wick at the end of today, this could be a nice trade on pound Aussie dollar. All right, so it's really retraced. We're getting Really nice value now. So let's have a look at this pound Aussie dollar trade. Okay, Colin, nice. Colin's just hit TP with the new straddle. Happy days. Yeah, nor the new straddle is a great strategy. I agree. It's almost worth, dare I say it, just pick out the big news for that week and apply the new straddle. Right? Almost don't do anything else. You know, if it's that effective. Guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, we in the VIP Trading Academy, we have a news straddle strategy. If you're interested, please come join the VIP Trading Academy, which is also free right now if you open an account with one of our preferred brokers. Okay. But pound Aussie dollar, let's have a look at this on the H4 and see where this is. Okay, for me to even look at this trade, right, because we're looking for pound Aussie dollar buys, right? And if you look at this structure, just look at that. I mean, that's untradeable, right? And then if this H4 candle stays like this, then I'm not interested in buying it. Yeah, we've just had a H4 structure break. However, if this wick ends up closing back in here and we end up getting a candle that looks something like that, yeah, and this level holds with this wick, then okay, pound Aussie dollar could be a serious consideration for buyers. So we shall see what happens to that. Yeah, look at that, my euro pound. There's also an element with hedging is this, right? Just trade this level, right? Sell it, okay? We start selling here with a view to taking it down, right? Put your buy hedge here, okay? This level doesn't work out, take it to the next level, close this buy hedge. Don't even wait for a bearish reaction. Close your buy hedge, put a new buy hedge up here, right? And then just see what it does. You know, there is an argument for that. I normally wait for a reaction, okay? But yeah, we'll see how this candle finishes. But it's made this hedge a little bit trickier. What I will do, if this candle stays like this, and perhaps we get a bit of a retrace, I will try to close my hedge at almost break even if I can. We shall see. Right, what else are we looking at? Yeah, I probably have just jinxed the new straddle. I apologize, the new straddle gods. Please forgive me. Everything will be okay. Guys, if I could ask everyone, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Please smash the notification button. Please smash the like button. Also, guys, please check out our promotion on the VIP Trading Academy. Please check out our promotion on the beginner masterclass starting 24th of June. Check it all out. It's all in the video description. Have a great trading day, guys, and I'll see you same time again.